Well, viewers, I'm pleased to report that the Shambolic Shuffles are not over for 2022 because it's Boxing Day and this is the boot end, which is in a place called Houghton. It's near Stockbridge in Hampshire, and the stillness of rural Hampshire has been disturbed by this little gathering, which I found out about a week or so ago. Over there we have Mr. Bill from the Fuel Power Channel and Ben, who writes for Classic Retro Modern, whose car's been on the channel before. But we'll start off our little Slightly Shambolic Shuffle with this 6768 MGB GT. I'm still waiting to have a go in one of these, viewers. I have been offered one, and unfortunately the diaries that I and Captain Reed, who's the owner of said MGB, don't seem to coincide very well. So we've been trying to do it for 18 months. Hopefully 2023 is the year we'll actually get round to it. But this is rather nice, this sort of late 60s one. Nice road style wheels. Paint's quite good on this, actually. It's always amazing how common these are as classic cars. I think there's something like 12,000 of these left. It's between 10 and 12,000, I think, of these left actually on the road in this country, which is crazy, really. One car I have filmed before on the channel is a Chrysler Crossfire. This is a 2004 to 5 model. This is just the standard 3.2 six-cylinder engine. It's based on the same platform as the first Mercedes-Benz SLK. This one's got the automatic gearbox, like the one that I filmed. I think this is the same colour as well, actually. One thing I didn't like about the car was the ride. The ride just doesn't really get on with me very well. Maybe something to do with these very big wheels these have, I don't know. Very fast though, quite fast. Very different is this 1926 Morris Cowley. People say that people don't want to use their cars in the winter, but this is a total exception to that. And we saw this coming in, and it was absolutely glorious. I love the colour as well. It's just a treat. This car's, well, it's getting on for 100 years old, and yet it still comes around and is being used in the middle of winter, which is amazing. Also got this 1966 Mark I Cortina GT. I think this has actually had some modification to it. See, it's got a 5-speed gearbox in it. I think that's actually a Type 9 gearbox, that one. It's actually been upgraded to a 1600 crossflow. In fact, let's have a look at the 1600 crossflow here. Here we go. Excellent. So very late Mark 1. These finished in 66. Mark 2 came out later the same year. And now we get on to cars we've actually had on the channel. Mr. Hooper's over there. We're speaking to Mr. Bill. Hello, gentlemen. So 1986 Audi 80 1.8 Sport. As you can see, the engine's longitudinally mounted in this. We have done a video on this car on Sensible Secondhand Classics. It's also appeared on the Grand Thrift Auto channel, which seems to be very popular at the moment with people. Mr. Charles has had this on his channel as well. Personally, I prefer Ben's Volvo 480. I like this Audi 80, particularly because two of our neighbours had these when I was growing up. This is a very late one of this generation, the B2. The B3 came in late 86, so it's one of the last ones, and it does look pretty good. The design of it is excellent, particularly with this little spoiler here. And of course, yes, Mr. Charles has his little sticker in there already. So my bumper, unfortunately, is still cracked, and we're still leaking oil, but we're not the only ones who are leaking oil in the car park. I did come here, though, in beige leather interior, good sort of a waftiness, so I'm very happy about that. Whoops, yeah, that's my oil leak. Sorry, everybody. Next is this 1936 MG SA. The SA, I don't think is a car that most people know about. I did see a review, actually, of one of these on I Drove a Classic recently. I certainly don't know much about these. I know more about the T-Series midgets and things like that, but I do like the look of it. The design of these sort of mid to late 30s cars is just exquisite, especially the colours like this. It's very, very nice. The contrast here is this TD. Now, I had a little look on the reg check of this, and it says it's an TD stroke TF, which it can't be. It's either a TD or TF, and this is a TD. There's no doubt about it, because the headlamps aren't flared into the wings. Now, the registration date online says 1953, so it could be it's quite late for a TD, as far as I remember. Probably one of the last ones. Still have the X-Pag engine, so it'll be a 1250 in this. Again, I very much like this colour. We've seen this car before, I think. Another one we've seen before is this Civic, very kind of sort of max power type look, and the unique front bumper with these headlamps and this sort of outrageous colour. It's very much reminiscent of the sort of a tuning scene about maybe 20 years ago. Ooh, Skyrock Octavia Scat, that's interesting. So is this 2018 Lexus CT200. I keep forgetting actually these exist. They weren't maybe that popular perhaps. They certainly aren't like the Lexuses of today. I think we've stopped making them. Is that a Corsa VXR viewers? Oh, it's a Nürburgring edition as well. So all sorts of things here today, including this L322 Range Rover that we can talk about, because this is actually a petrol one. I don't know what engine's in this autobiography, but given it's an autobiography, I imagine it's probably a V8. And oh yes, it's got a beige leather interior, viewers, with wood. I do like a nice beige leather interior, as you know. See, we're in the middle of the Hampshire countryside, so you know Land Rovers are well loved around here. Going to see a couple of other cars we've actually seen before. Yes, those aren't all my All Leaks viewers, including this SL500. I think this is 2015. We saw this, I think, at the Army Flying Museum in Middle Wallop a week or so ago. In fact, this event's actually organised by one of the local Mercedes-Benz clubs, the Belgian Mercedes enthusiasts. Afraid we are going to have to skip some of these cars, viewers, because we don't talk about diesels on this channel, thanks to the Mayor of London and all his friends around the country and the Auto Emission Zone expansions and all kinds of things. We can have a talk about this very nice 2016-17 Volvo V40. It's a T2. It's not a T5. I think they did do a T5 version of this, but I'm not even sure it was the Volvo white block in these. I can't remember actually now, but there's loads of engines available for it. It's basically the same platform with this as the contemporary Ford Focus actually, which is interesting. I'd like to have a go on one of these. Something interesting just arrived, viewers, but we'll continue there. Skip this clear, I'm afraid, for the reasons we've just explained. 1998 to 1999 Mercedes-Benz SL320, the R129 shape. Yes, it's a facelift one, isn't it, with that steering wheel and things. Typical kind of Mercedes with the multifunction stalk on the left and the cruise control. We have got some wood in here as well, of course. I prefer a beige leather interior, but you can't have everything, can you? This one here, unfortunately, has an engine that we can't discuss. This one, this one is a petrol. I have checked, all these cars and to make sure we're safe to continue. So you can see that's an SLK. Can't talk about it. You can see the badge, SL400. So I think it's the first one that was badged as a 400. Like the colour of this here. That's nice. 1967. I think it actually might be a 68 Mustang. I'm very bad at this sort of thing, viewers. It's not the same one that's owned by the former chairman of the Tesla Motor Enthusiasts, who's called John. It's actually not the same as the one that he has. This is a gold one. His is a red one, but they're similar, I think. And yes, we have a 1964 Nuffield tractor that's just turned up, which is entertaining. Even more entertaining is this A124 Mercedes. I think this is only the 220. It's not the top of the range by any means, but there's something very, very exciting about this because, and we've seen this before, we've got a beige leather interior and wood, and it's dark blue. It's the sort of thing I would want if I wanted an A124 viewers. A124 is the cabriolet version of the W124 series. So I've just been very technically very correct there. Most people just call it a W124 Cabrio or the first E-Class. Mr. Bill is here with his 1991 Mini City Millie. He also accompanied me at the show at Middle Wallop recently. And you can't really have a car show in this country without a Mini. It's really the law. That's just what happens. Another car that was at the Middle Wallop show is this 2005 Mercedes-Benz W203 C230. This is in really nice condition actually. It's similar to the one that I had on the channel earlier this month actually. It was sort of early December that I filmed that. It's been quite a successful video for reasons I don't quite understand actually, viewers. But you seem to like it, so here's another very nice example for you. That, viewers, is a delight. 2007 Jaguar XKR convertible in dark blue with a cream leather interior. Very nice. Yes. Especially some brave person to put the hood down on around on Boxing Day. That's pretty good. Let's just go outside and see if there's anything else, because this car park is completely full. So there might be some other stuff outside. We'll just go and take a look. Well, viewers. My persistence has been rewarded. Look at this. 1977 to 78 Triumph Spitfire 1500. I think these are Dolomite sprint wheels on this actually. Having had Dolomite sprint wheels on my old Dolomite 1500 SE back in the day, I do know them. That is very nice, viewers. Yes, later dash in this one. Yeah, it's got the correct front spoiler for one of these as well. That brings me joy, viewers. The Mustang's just on its way out. She was might even oblige me by coming this way. Yeah, the entrance is really difficult to see out of. It took me a lot of care to sort of get in. There we go, viewers. Yeah, Corsa VXR 2011-2012 plate, and local garage to the area, EW Pinchback & Sons 2017 Suzuki Celerio. It's not even got painted mirrors. Sadly I don't sell this in this country anymore, although one of the first of these I actually did film on Sensible Secondhand Reviews a couple of years ago. Anyway, I think that's enough for today. I hope you enjoyed your Boxing Day. Hope you enjoyed this little venture out. This might not even be the last Shambolic Shuffle of the year, you know, because we might even have another one coming up for you this week. So thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below, and we shall see you again soon for more inaccurate information. Lloyd Young Consulting stickers, t-shirts and mugs are available by clicking the link to the Google form in the video description below.